Part 18.4 Surah Al-Kahf, the Cave. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Sufi, since with Hammad Syed. We continue our journey through the enchanting and spiritually rich landscape of Surah Al-Kahf. We have just explored the unwavering declaration of faith by the young companions of the cave, a testament to their profound belief in the absolute oneness of Allah. Now, the narrative unfolds further, detailing their decision to physically separate themselves from their polytheistic society and the divine protection that enveloped them. These verses offer us a glimpse into the mechanics of divine care and the blessings of trusting completely in Allah's plan. They teach us that true freedom is found not in worldly security, but in the sanctuary of faith. Hadith. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught, as narrated by Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, that whoever reads Surah Al-Kahf on the day of Jummah, a light will shine for him between the 2 Fridays. Sunan al-Bayhaqi, Hadith 6355. This beautiful hadith reinforces the idea of this surah as a source of divine light and guidance, a beacon of clarity in a world shrouded in spiritual confusion. Kanz al-Iman, Quran. Al-Kahf, the Cave, 1816-20. And when you have withdrawn from them, and from what they worship besides Allah, then seek refuge in the cave. Your Lord will shower upon you His mercy, and will provide for you from your affair a source of ease. And you would see the sun, when it rose, inclining away from their cave on the right, and when it set, inclining away from them on the left, while they were in a spacious chamber of it. This is one of the signs of Allah. He whom Allah guides, He is the rightly guided. And he whom He lets go astray, you will never find for him a protector, a guide. And you would think them awake, whereas they were asleep. And we turned them about to the right and to the left, while their dog lay with its forelegs stretched out at the entrance. If you had looked at them, you would surely have turned away from them in flight, and would have been filled with terror of them. And in the same way we raised them up so that they may ask one another. One of them said, "How long have you stayed here?" Some said, "We have stayed a day, or a part of a day." Others said, "Your Lord knows best how long you have stayed. Now send one of you with this silver coin of yours to the city, and let him see which of the food is purest. Then let him bring you some provision from it, and let him be courteous, and let no one know about you. For if they should come to know about you, they will stone you or force you to revert to their religion, and then you will never be successful." The verses begin with a powerful exhortation to action, an instruction that follows their courageous declaration of faith. And when you have withdrawn from them, and from what they worship besides Allah, then seek refuge in the cave. This is the ultimate act of hijra, or migration, not just from a physical place, but from a spiritually corrupt environment. The young men were told to physically separate themselves from the society that threatened their faith. This act of withdrawal was not a sign of weakness, but a strategic, spiritual move, a necessary step to preserve the purity of their belief. In response to this act of trust, Allah promised them 2 things: His mercy and a source of ease, mirfaqa, in their affair. This promise is a profound lesson for all believers. When we take a step for the sake of Allah, He provides for us in ways we cannot imagine. The cave, which outwardly appeared to be a harsh and desolate refuge, became a sanctuary of divine comfort and ease. The next verse reveals a series of miracles that highlight the divine protection they received. And you would see the sun, when it rose, inclining away from their cave on the right, and when it set, inclining away from them on the left, while they were in a spacious chamber of it. This is an incredible detail that speaks to the precision of Allah's care. The sun, a powerful force of nature, was commanded to bypass their cave, ensuring they were protected from its direct heat and glare. The cave itself, despite its apparent ruggedness, was a spacious chamber, a comfortable and well-ventilated haven. This detail is a powerful reminder that Allah can make a sanctuary out of any space for those who trust in Him. He orchestrates the laws of nature to serve the needs of His chosen servants, turning the harshness of the external world into a source of peace for the believers. This is a sign of His magnificent power, a sign that transcends the ordinary and demonstrates His absolute control over all of creation. The verses then offer a profound theological lesson. This is one of the signs of Allah. He whom Allah guides, He is the rightly guided. And he whom He lets go astray, you will never find for him a protector, a guide. This statement encapsulates the entire purpose of the story. The miraculous events, the prolonged sleep, the sun's deviation. The dog's protection are all signs iod from Allah. They are not random occurrences but deliberate demonstrations of His power. The verse emphasizes that true guidance is a gift from Allah alone. No worldly guide or protector can save a person whom Allah has not willed to guide. This is a crucial lesson in spiritual reality. We must turn to Allah for guidance, for He is the ultimate source of light and the only one who can protect us from the darkness of error. This is the essence of Tawhid, the realization that all power and all guidance belong to Allah alone. The narrative continues, revealing more details of their protected state, and you would think them awake, whereas they were asleep. And we turned them about to the right and to the left, while their dog lay with its forelegs stretched out at the entrance. This detail of them appearing awake while asleep is a further layer of divine protection, a means of warding off any curious onlooker. Their bodies were also meticulously cared for. They were turned about to the right and to the left, preventing their bodies from decaying or being harmed by lying in one position for centuries. This is an act of pure divine grace. Inclusion of the dog is also a significant detail. The dog, a creature often considered impure in some traditions, is given an honored place in this narrative. It became a silent, loyal guardian at the cave's entrance, its presence adding an element of natural protection to the divine. This reminds us that Allah's mercy and protection extend to all of creation, and He can use the humblest of beings to serve His grand designs. The next verse describes their awakening after centuries of slumber. And in the same way we raise them up so that they may ask one another. One of them said, "How long have you stayed here?" Some said, "We have stayed a day or a part of a day." Others said, "Your Lord knows best how long you have stayed." The confusion and debate among them upon waking highlights the extraordinary nature of their experience. The one who concluded, "Your Lord knows best," demonstrates a deeper spiritual insight. A recognition that this was a matter beyond human calculation and within the exclusive knowledge of Allah. This response embodies the essence of tawakkul, complete reliance on Allah, acknowledging that His knowledge is superior and His plan is perfect. The narrative then brings them back to the reality of their situation. "Now, send one of you with this silver coin of yours to the city, and let him see which of the food is purest. Then let him bring you some provision from it, and let him be courteous, and let no one know about you." This is a beautifully human moment. Despite their centuries-long slumber, their first need upon waking is sustenance. Their instruction to find the purest food is an indication of their piety, their concern for lawful and wholesome provision. The warning to be courteous and not let anyone know about them shows their wisdom and caution, aware of the dangers that led them to the cave in the first place. Their fear of being forced to revert to their religion or being stoned reveals the seriousness of the persecution they faced. Their commitment to their faith was so profound that they were willing to endure hardship and isolation rather than compromise their belief. This story, woven through these verses, is a powerful allegory for the spiritual journey. The cave is a symbol of inner retreat, the physical world we must navigate, full of temptations and threats to our faith. The divine protection they received from the sun and the elements is a sign of the inner peace and comfort that Allah bestows upon the heart that is fully surrendered to Him. The dog is a symbol of even the most basic elements of creation serving a divine purpose, and their ultimate triumph, the preservation of their faith, is a powerful reminder that the true struggle is to remain steadfast in one's belief, no matter the worldly cost. The Sufi master, in his quest for Fana and Baka, understands that the material world is but a fleeting moment, and the real eternal life is a state of being with the divine. The historical context of the story, while rooted in a specific time, transcends it. The story of the companions of the cave has been a source of inspiration for believers throughout history. From the early Muslims of Mecca facing persecution to modern-day Muslims, navigating the complexities of a materialistic world. The Quran's account of their journey is a timeless narrative of faith's triumph over oppression, a reminder that the true victory is not in worldly power, but in spiritual steadfastness. Their story is a powerful testament to the reality of divine intervention and a source of hope for all those who feel outnumbered and marginalized for the sake of their faith. It reminds us that Allah is the greatest protector, and that His plan is far grander than our limited human understanding. Let us now supplicate, drawing from the profound lessons of these verses, asking Allah to grant us His protection and guidance in our own lives. O Allah, O Ar-Rahman, O Ar-Rahim, we seek refuge in You from the trials and tribulations of this world. As You protected the companions of the cave, we ask You to protect our hearts from falsehood and our souls from temptation. Shower Your mercy upon us and provide for us from our affairs a source of ease. Guide us on the straight path, for there is no guide but You, no protector but You. Make our moments of retreat and contemplation a sanctuary for our souls, and turn our bodies and our environments into a source of peace and comfort. Grant us the courage to withdraw from all that corrupts our faith, and the wisdom to seek only that which is pure and pleasing to You. In the face of all trials, let our hearts be firm in their reliance on You alone. May Allah illuminate your heart and mind with the light of this divine ilm. May He make your channel a beacon of guidance for all who seek spiritual clarity and truth. May your efforts be a source of immense reward, and may you be granted the highest stations of paradise. May the peace and blessings of Allah always be upon you and your loved ones. He grant you unwavering steadfastness on the path of truth, and may your work be a testament to His magnificent names, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim.